That's right. Straight into it.
I'm waiting for someone, right? I'm seriously, I'm waiting for the opportunity when someone talks non-console, whether it be a car or a piece of equipment. I'm going to go, no, this is the console section.
We're 14. Yeah, there's only 8 in M2, so we'll have to leave it as is.
Interu up the top, Freshie. Pretty good.
They're into the 36s. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That is bloody good.
So I think you did a 34.
Who did?
You.
I did a 34.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, okay.
Good to know.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some propaganda going on. I'm interested that started a week early.
Little birdies are telling me lies.
Mate, I can see how 34s are possible, but not in our room settings. No way.
In an Optimum you can. It's borderline. Like I've done a 35-1.
Yep.
And Slam Bob's did a 35 flat almost, like 0050 or something at the end.
Yep.
So 34 is doable, but it has to be a fucking perfect fucking lap.
Yeah, you have to hook it up. That's the point. Alright.
Yeah.
Bear was looking good in that Honda, and he's just lost it in Sector 1. So we'll go up the front and have a little look at Freshie in the 505 McLaren.
I honestly still think that's one of the best looking cars in the game.
Yeah, I agree.
It really is. I haven't driven it much though.
No, I could feel that it had good potential, like the way it rotates. It's a bit out of control on the default setups, but you can just feel that if you can tame it, I think it actually would be a really nice car to drive.
And I think I got a bit of a buff on the last update too, because it seems performing much better lately.
Yeah, without doubt. Yeah.
What have we got mainly? Looks like it's a healthy mix of front and rear engines. Yeah, we've got a couple of Bentleys. Got one Bentley, a couple of Mercs. Are you live?
Yep, sure are.
No.
It just timed in beautifully for your propaganda earlier, what you were on about.
Oh, really? Whoops.
No, that was perfect. Everyone that watches will get it. So, 10 minutes left. Alright. This is looking good. This is looking very good. We've got quite a few boys with a bit of pace.
Yeah, look at that midfield. Nice and tight. Chuck a blanket over that, can't you, really?
I've got this very strange thing where I'm actually we've got Freshie on screen, and that looking back down the pit straight, that as they come on to that
Freshie
yeah
sorry, keep going.
I actually lose all audio when
Oh, really?
when that camera angle comes up, and then it's only when they start getting closer to the braking zone that you can actually hear them again. It's very strange.
I suppose the microphone is supposed to be near the camera, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But it just sounds weird.
the fact that it drops out completely. Yes. Right. Well, we've got them all stacked up pretty nicely. Let's go and see what music's doing. So he's getting close too in the Aston, and that's definitely another one that got a buff. Oh, bit of contact there. How's your mama?
Bit of a spanking.
So that's black on green. It's begun. Fantastic. Let's see what Insy's doing in the Rexus.
One of the only guys driving it now, I think.
Yeah, was in Am2's driving Lexus still, and Bounty's still doing it.
It's another vehicle I haven't driven a heck of a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I love the sound of it.
Yeah, and if only you could put it in the gunmetal black colour.
Yeah.
That's when this car looks really good.
It seems every time I have driven it though, it seems to have a ton of understeer to get rid of though.
Yeah. I still haven't really invested any time in the front wheel drive cars the front engine cars, and how to deal with that engineering nightmare.
No, me neither really. I've been mainly in the Lambo and the Ferrari and
The Audi, the Porsche.
the Audi, yeah, Porsche, yeah, exactly, yeah.
McLaren's next on that list.
Yeah, I think it is actually. Honestly, I think it is next.
Yeah, especially in PC.
Yeah. Well, I've got an 8-hour enduro coming up.
Nice.
At Paul Ricard, and the McLaren. I think we're going to opt in McLaren.
Hey, good idea.
So I think that would do really well there.
And how many drivers?
We're going to have 3.
Wow.
So yeah, it's going to be myself, Glenn, and maybe music.
Oh, sweet. That's cool. Right, so we got quite a few boys who are actually doing both at the moment. Yeah, right.
Yep.
That's cool. I'm really happy about that. Don't stop till you get enough. Whoa.
Alright. Who else is out in the track at the moment? Exo, there we go. Another a Nissan. Again,
That's a good paint job, isn't it?
It does look nice, doesn't it? Suits it well.
In the 337. So we've got 3 PNL boys. No, we've only got 2. I think we've actually lost a couple, because we've had 15 in this room during this session, so hopefully someone's just doing a reset for tyres.
Yeah.
Although I thought that rule had been changed. But it's looking good. We are missing one. Isuzu's at the hospital with his little girl who took a nasty fall off a wet set of stairs this afternoon. So we'll be thinking of you, dude, and hope she's doing all right.
Yep, get well. Hope it's nothing too bad.
Right, so we've got 3 of the 2s are SAR, right? So we've got SARs are in the house. We've got 3 of them. And Andy and Vert for BHR. And then we've got 5 from GRT, Freshie, Music and Max. So the GRT boys are all running black liveries. Freshie in the McLaren, Music in the Aston, and Max Gas, the Max Gas man, is in the Audi. And Blacko's the sole ICR runner tonight in the 123 Porker. Looking forward to seeing that fly around here.
It does well around here too, actually.
Yep. And then the NCR boys, we've got Sparky in the 662 Merc and Shaky in the 619 Merc. Just the two from NCR for now. And that's it.
Yeah, hope those other two can get back.
Yeah, the three from SAR. Inter in the Ferrari, Incy in the Lexus, and Mike, of course, in the Aston. Let's have a look at what music's doing. 3.5 minutes. Getting close to showtime.
He's been struggling a little bit in the Aston around here, but he looks like he's pulled it together on the night, so hopefully he can get a decent result. Came charging through the field quite well in for Rickard, so not too sure. I'm waiting for France. Andrelli, are we missing Andrelli? No,
Yeah.
He's been promoted, hasn't he? Yep.
Yeah, he's in Pro-Am tonight. We're missing Dino, who is either going to be in Am2 or he's still at the hospital with his wife who's delivering.
No, I talked to him earlier on. He had to go to the hospital with her.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's gone. He left early, in practice about an hour beforehand.
Okay. So, all the best to the Khakis. They've got a newborn on the way sometime tonight, hopefully, if not already.
I love the fact that he was actually playing the game while she was in the kitchen beginning labour. Honestly, I was there when it happened, and he's playing the game and still doing laps. I'm going, dude, are you going to the hospital? He goes, oh, should be alright. It's not our first one. It's all good. Oh, it was brilliant. And he goes, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. So I'm guessing he went running off to take her to the hospital.
Yeah. That's definitely running the gauntlet. All right, mate, if you get a chance, you want to post some links.
I can do this. Copy. We posted in Ruse Tube, don't we?
Yeah.
Ruse Tube, and I will then also post it in Demo 1. Share space, I think it's under in there, isn't it? Yep.
Time's up. Practice. So 36.7 from Inter. Top 4 within 6/10. And we've got 13 in the room, so hopefully we're going to get another 1 or 2 back in. Music's definitely trying to find those last 2 tenths, and that looked like that was pretty flat through the last corner, and he's coming into the pits. Nice camera angle as they come through there. Ooh, bit of a chicane into the pits. Looks a bit more dramatic from that camera angle than I think what it is.
Yeah, it's a really difficult pit entry, really, actually. I've had many stuff-ups going into there.
It's hard to pick, isn't it?
Yep.
So we'll see how much pit entry practice the boys have done. And that's it. Quali is now underway here in Am1. So everyone that's out there, thanks for joining us. Welcome back to Race on Oz. We're at Zandvoort tonight, and the track is optimum. 34s are on the cards.
Told the SAR group if they needed an AM guy tonight that I was willing to sign up. They weren't having a bar of that.
Good. Keeping it real, these boys.
All right, Quali, bring it on.
All right, let's go and find someone on track. Music's leaving now. Exo's on track in that gorgeous looking GTR. Full points for the lucky door prize on the skin livery. And he's just getting tyres up to temp. This is Max in the Audi. So, Zandy Pauly, one of your favourite tracks? You want to give the viewers an insight into this roller coaster of a track?
Yeah, who are we watching, Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to gun it down here, and you basically, down this section here, it's flat out, changing through to gears. You want to hug this left-hand curb as much as possible. Coming through the flick, it's hard to tell from this camera. Always gets it loose over the hill. Knock it down 1 or 2 gears, depending on your car setup. Let it coast all the way through there. Get on the power as early as possible as soon as you start the exit. Clip that little curb. This section here is a really hard place to find a braking marker. Again, let it coast. It coasts a lot on this track. Increases your lap time. Here there's about 4 or 5 different lines you can take. And one of the very few passing opportunities is in that particular corner there. You get a nice run down here. There's a nice line between the breaker marker and the chicane. Brake heavy. Swing it in. In my car, I can't clip that, but if you're in a Merc, you can just go over it like an ant on the road. Hook it out, get your power down as hard as you can. Don't run over that external curb. Knock it down a couple. There's a little bump in the track that I use as a breaker marker. Try to nick that curb on entry. It turns the front of your car around for you. Then you plan it all the way to the start-finish line.
It's those last 2 corners are exciting every single time through.
Yep. And if you've got a nice setup, you can plan it all the way through. 5th gear flat out, no lift.
Yep.
But a little lift is generally required, but just get that nose around. I have clipped the outside grass coming on the main straight and had a spectacular crash into pit lane. One of the biggest crashes I've ever had in my ACC career.
Right.
And so...
Did you... bit of concussion?
Oh yeah, the car was definitely bent, that's for sure.
And did you get any data on how many G it impact?
It was fatal. It was fatal. And I collected another car on the way through, and I think he spun. I think we ended up counting. I clipped him as a way through, and he spun 8 times like a spinning top. Wow. It was an awesome crash.
Nice. Mate, we're on board with Freshie. Incy goes to the top with a 38.7, and Freshie's in Sector 1. Oh, he's a bit ragged. He's a bit offline.
Yeah, so curb.
It's crunch time. It's a difficult track to hook a really quick lap on. But we've got 10.5 minutes left. They'll be trying to settle down now that their tyres up to temp.
Yep, track's on optimum.
Yeah, the camera angles are pretty deceiving, aren't they? They don't really convey some of the speed and commitment that that you get from the driver's perspective. I mean, for the viewers, I think the camera angles are actually really good. But it is a bit deceptive.
It's a shame we don't have onboard, and you could almost feel the G's around this place, really. They're all very... He's giving them the flash.
He is. BHR, get out of my way.
I love it. He really dislikes this track, Freshie, but he's doing really well.
Inter, a 37-1. So I don't expect Freshie to set the world on fire. It was a bit ragged through Sector 1, but he goes, wow, he's only a tenth and a half back. Wow.
Not bad. Not bad for an opener.
Generally, how many laps for tyres to come up to pressure, Paulie?
Ooh, probably 2 here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's hairy again through that right-hander in Sector 1. It's a crucial corner, that, isn't it?
It really is. You got to get it right so you can keep the momentum going for the next corner too.
So
it's on slight camber too, that little chicane part, the hairpin there.
Yeah.
So if you hook the right line, you get some really nice drive through it.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of rolling and just letting the car coast through these corners.
Yep.
It's really one of those tracks that you need quite a bit of seat time to experiment with the lines and carrying a bit too much speed and not enough speed.
And it is one of those tracks where you either love it or you hate it. There's not a lot in between. I personally love it. It's such a flowing, demanding track.
Yeah.
There's just no rest. You're just on it the whole time.
Yeah, I enjoyed driving around here. Yes.
And it'll bite you hard if you get it wrong.
Yeah, I was telling my boys it's a roller coaster, so make sure you got your seatbelts on, otherwise you'll get spat out.
Yeah, and the grass doesn't really slow you down. It actually picks you up speed, and you cannot turn.
Dutch grass, eh?
Yeah, it's very sketchy stuff.
Well, it's at the beach, isn't it? It's like this place is in the sand dunes, so it's it's all covered in salt. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, this is the place that I think it's on the schedule for maybe August or September, and they'll be hoping to host their first F1 race in a long, long time. And you can imagine how those orange Dutchies are going to go absolutely nuts if Max has got a good car this year.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good in testing, actually. I was watching all the Formula 1 testing. It's looking solid, even though you can't get much by testing. But yeah, the Red Bull, even the Merc are looking pretty hooked up for this year's Formula 1.
Yeah. I think
sorry, the Mercedes. Not Mercedes, McLaren.
Yeah.
McLaren's looking very nice.
The McLaren with the Mercedes again.
Yeah. Probably their best decision they've done.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, so who we got? Who's looking racy?
I'm on board with Music at the moment, and he's Sector 2. The last of the three.
Come wide.
Yeah, too much speed. So he's going to reboot. Oh, and those marshals didn't even flinch. Oh, and there's the flag.
6 minutes to go. You can definitely reset and go out again.
Absolutely. So on board with Shaky in the 619 Merc.
I'll tell you what, Little Bear, 8th spot.
I was on board with him earlier, and he had good pace coming through those last two corners. So
and only 8 100ths off Andy, so
yeah,
go Little Bear.
Bear's found some pace in that Honda, so yeah, we're in for a treat tonight, I reckon.
I'm going to flick over to Sparky in the Merc, see if he's using those curbs, taking advantage of what it can do.
Alright, so this is the Merc report. I've got Shaky on board, and Paulie's having a look at the Sparky God.
Yeah, you got to use your car's advantages. Yeah, it definitely took a bunch of that curb, like it wasn't even there. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Super clean from Shaky in Sector 3 so far.
It's getting a nice lot of grip out of that thing. And down here is one of the key things to abuse the Merc here. Across this little curve here can save you a lot of time. Does he hook it up? No, he misses it.
So Shaky goes again into turn 1. And Sparky through. Oh, a bit wide. He's got the right idea because that extra concrete that's out there with that ripple strip makes it very inviting.
Sure does. But he's got third over Music.
So Sparky's got some pace tonight. That's bloody good from Daz.
Only a half a second off Freshie.
So we're down to 12. So we've
Freshie's
lost...
got pole, by the way.
And he's whipped straight back to the pits. So 36.6, so that matches from practice. Inter in the Ferrari.
Looks like we've lost another couple. There's only 12 runners. Wasn't there 14?
Yeah, we've lost Blacko in the Porker.
Ah, yeah.
So hopefully he'll get back in.
Let's see if Inter rules on a hot one. It's coming around. Start finish line now. He's on a hot lap. Doesn't go any quicker.
Nice and deep into 1. It's tempting.
Hooked up through here.
Yep, crucial corner that one. Oh, and there it is.
There's that grass. That's a killer, that.
Sparky in the pits. Music on track. Freshies on track.
Alright, Music's got his lights blaring.
Music's got his lights blaring. Oh, mate, don't leave us. It's too much fun. There you go. That's not a bad line from Music through last corner.
Nice,
that's easy flat in the Aston.
Plenty of room up the side track there too.
Presumably that's the V8 Aston.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Can you actually tell from the bodywork the difference?
Just the sound I normally go by.
Yeah.
The V12 has got like this siren almost sound to it.
So 1 minute 48 left in quali. Sparky's still in the pit, so presumably he's happy with that.
Yep, he can't do no more from there, so...
Andy and Mike are also in the pits, P7, P9.
So Inter's only going around turn 3 at the moment, so Music's coming up to the last sector now, see if he can improve his position over Sparky.
It's pretty clean so far.
Yeah, it's been looking alright.
Yep, that was good
Just
too.
nicked that curb, yeah.
Nice tight line through there. Stay away from the exit curb.
Yep. See if you can finish it off. Nice
early
tuck there.
Yeah, that was a good early turn in. And that was easy flat. The Aston looks really good through the last corner.
It really does, doesn't it?
Looks easy. He's got a bit more track. P2.
Oh, P2. Well done.
So is he still going? He is still going. So he's got to find a quarter of a second. And I have to say, I'd say it's out there.
Yeah, it's looking hooked up. I'm just watching Interrule right now come around the last set of corners. Been a little bit sloppy out of the hairpin, out of the spoon hairpin. Looks good onto the main straight though. See if he gained it up.
Spoon hairpin as in sector.
There you go. Takes a pole.
Oh, nice. Nice. So the spoon hairpin sector 3, Paulie?
Yes, yeah. I call that the spoon because Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, this track map looks like a handy skeletal, doesn't it? Looks like you could stick it in a few places and open up some things. All right, clock is done. Music's still on a lap. He's gone deep, nicked it. He's looking good. It doesn't look anything outrageously quick, but it definitely looks very, very smooth.
I'm still on enter, and he's given it a bucket load at the end just in case music tops him, I guess. So he's looking real good too.
Well, music found that extra 10 through the last 2 corners, I reckon. This is going to be close. Comes to the line.
He hooks it up around this last.
Look how close that is. Wow. So we got a good battle on our hands tonight, folks. Look at that. Top 3 within a tenth of a second.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Wow.
Okay, Inter's coming around the last set of corners now. It's been a pretty aggressive looking lap, so I gave him a setup probably about 10 minutes before practice. So I don't know.